Hey, Mario Rodriguez here, and you're watching WWE Aftershock. We're talking about all the cool WWE pay-per-views available on the network. And yes, from now on, all the pay-per-views except for the 4 big ones, which are, of course, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series, will be reviewed here on VidMe.com exclusively. So if you guys, for whatever reason, care a lot about my thoughts and opinions and want to see them, watch them here on VidMe.com. And they're going to be talking about WWE TLC Tables, Ladders, and Chairs 2017. And the biggest thing about this event was all the behind-the-scenes last-minute changes because some of the guys got sick and couldn't perform, and it actually affected the whole main event and even the poster. Because the original poster was supposed to be about the Shield, because originally this pay-per-view was supposed to showcase that the Shield is back. It's their debut pay-per-view because, yes, Rollins, Ambrose, and Reigns are back together again, but Roman Reigns got sick, he got meningitis, so he had to take some time off to recover, and of all people, Kurt Angle, that's not wrestled in 11 years, stepped up to take his spot, and of course everybody was like, oh my god, Kurt Angle, oh my god, he's wrestling again, he's stepping back into wrestling, oh my god, whatever, so yeah, it became pretty big. And then the other change was that, oh god, Finn Balor was supposed to wrestle against Bray Wyatt. Like, I really respect Bray Wyatt a lot. I'm always talking about how I want to get a bigger push, but they wanted to put him as Sister Abigail. Now, you guys have talked for like almost a year or so, rumors that they were actually considering of putting Sister Abigail as an actual character on the show. They were hoping it to be like an actual woman, you know, like a new female character introduced as Sister Abigail. People actually wanted Paige to do it, but I'm like, no, I want Paige to come back as Paige, not acting as Sister Abigail, you know? But I was not expecting it, nor any of us, that was going to be Bray Wyatt himself. So I don't know, like, was he going to be in a dress or something, or makeup or something, or a wig? Were they going to dress him up like the girl from The Ring or something? Like, I don't know. I just hope that whenever he feels better, I hope he gets better soon, that, you know, he, like they forget that angle, just stop it, you know? But anyways, they got AJ Styles from SmackDown, because there's a Raw pay-per-view, they got a SmackDown guy to fight against Balor, and everybody was like, oh my god, AJ Styles versus Balor, oh my god, it's a dream match, oh, so everybody got crazy. So basically speaking, this was like a bigger, better pay-per-view than what was originally supposed to happen, thanks to these replacements. So let's get started here. Okay, the first match they got here was Sasha Banks versus Alicia Fox in the pre-show. And I'm wondering, why was Sasha Banks on the pre-show and why is she stuck playing Alicia Fox? I guess they got some beef, I don't know. But they're also giving Alicia Fox a bit of a push recently. I don't know, she's about to retire soon or something, or just because she deserves it, because they actually gave Natalya her shot now after so many times of being like overlooked. So maybe now they're trying to give Alicia Fox her big shot too. So Sasha Banks did defeat Alicia Fox, but it wasn't a cakewalk. She didn't like mop the floor with her. It was still like a well-earned fight. And Alicia Fox is actually leading the SmackDown team, the Raw team, I'm sorry, because Survivor Series is going to be all about SmackDown versus Raw, and Alicia Fox is leading the Raw team. So I'm like, wow, okay, they're giving her a push, like a big one. And she has merchandise now. She has a shirt now. Like, I would not buy that shirt, but I hope that if she remains on the spot, they'll give her other shirts, because, yeah, she's cool. I mean, I got nothing against her, and she's been there for, I think, like 10 years or so. So, yeah, why not? Show support for Alicia Fox, the Foxy one. In the actual pay-per-view, we got Asuka. Yes, Asuka's big debut. No one's ready for Asuka. Tomorrow brings danger. Asuka fighting against Emma. And yeah, it's her big debut. And of course, I knew Asuka was going to win. I mean, she has a very long undefeated streak at NXT. And she technically actually won. She won her last match against Ember Moon. And everybody was expecting Ember Moon to like defeat her because she was leaving or whatever. But yeah, she beat her. So she basically left NXT undefeated. And here she comes. And she fought against Emma. And to Emma's credit, Emma still like put up a good fight. Like, they both really went at it. It wasn't like another, again, it wasn't like Asuka just mopped the floor with her. Like, she really did give credit. So actually makes Emma looks kind of cool too, because now it shows like, whoa, Emma can actually put up the fight. Like, she can actually bring the fight to Asuka. So that was pretty cool. And apparently they fought again on Raw again, I guess. And I believe that Asuka also defeated Emma on Raw. But again, it was like a well-earned fight. So it's pretty cool. Now, Asuka, please do not mess up Asuka. They have messed up so many people that come from NXT. They have messed up the Ascension. They have messed up the Vaudevillains. They recently messed up Bayley because no one likes Bayley anymore. But Bayley was like fucking, she was huge in NXT, you know. So, and then Sasha Banks with her 1 or 2 day title reigns, you know. So please do not mess up Asuka. Don't make a fool out of her. Please do not. And keep her away from Alexa Bliss. They love her so much. I want Asuka to keep away from her unless they actually want Asuka to finally defeat her. I don't know. So anyways, Asuka won her big debut. So then we got, because 205 Live is still alive, we have Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann going against Gentleman Jack Gallagher, who I guess is a heel now, teaming up with the Brian Kendrick. So, what can I say? It's a decent match. Yeah, you know, some good moves and stuff. It's just, I wish these guys were more in the actual show. Like, I don't know why they separated these guys in their own show, 205 Live. Now people can watch. I mean, you can watch Raw and SmackDown on TV, but you have to have the network to watch 205 Live. So, like, I don't know. If these guys intermix with everyone else, I would have probably cared more. Like, oh my god, they're going to go against Randy Orton or John Cena, you know, like I would have cared more. But I don't know. They're cool. Don't get me wrong, they're kind of cool. They got some good moves. Oh god, I think one of the guys did this move. Oh god, I think it was, yeah, that actually got me. It was either Rich Swann or Gallagher or Alexander. Yeah, it was either Cedric or Rich Swann. I don't know what move it was, but it was so awesome because he basically like grabbed the guy, spin them, lifted them or something, and just landed him on both his knees. Yeah, it was like lift up and land on the knees. I was like, holy shit, that looked fucking awesome. Yeah, I think that was Cedric Alexander. That was fucking awesome. So I admit there, that was a good finish though. But I wish these guys had more exposure in the actual show so I could care more about them. So yeah, Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann won. But yeah, that was an awesome final move there. And then we had Alexa Bliss versus Mickie James. I guess the storyline is that Alexa Bliss beat everyone. And in an interview they mentioned, like, Renee Young was like, well, you never really fought against Mickie James. And she's like, well, yeah, but she's an old lady. So that kind of started the whole feud and everything. So, yeah, it was a good match. They both gave it their all and everything. And, what can I say? Alexa Bliss won again, and I was actually surprised. I thought that, I don't know, like the way they put the feud and, you know, all the promos for it and everything, it's like, what's her name? Mickie James really should have won. Because, like, she was, like, the only one she hasn't fought against yet, of course, until Asuka comes into the picture. But Mickie James should have just won. It was almost kind of perfect, too, because Alexa Bliss actually brought Mickie in there when she was still in SmackDown fighting against Becky Lynch. And, of course, Mickie James was La Luchadora helping Alexa cheat and all that stuff. So it's kind of perfect that she brought her in and all that, and to have Mickie James turn around and beat her and take the title. And not only that, I think she has like about 9 or 10 title reigns. So, and they were saying that if she wins this title reign one more time, she would be tied with Trish Stratus. So it would be so cool if she actually won. And yeah, she put up a good fight, but Alexa Bliss still won in the end. And Mickie James still said that she's happy that she at least got another championship match, and that she hopes that someday she'll get another championship match. And I guess she still is fighting against Alexa Bliss, so there's still some heat there. Let's see what happens after that. And so yeah, Alexa Bliss is still the WWE Raw Women's Champion. And then we got, oh god, Enzo Amore versus Kalisto for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship, because yes, Enzo Amore is on 205 Live, basically to give more, again, people don't watch it, people don't like it, so they're trying to get more attention. They got Enzo Amore there, they got Kalisto there, they got Neville there. Of course, Enzo won because Neville was basically like kicking his ass throughout the whole match, and Enzo won because he kicked him in the balls and got the title that way. You know, kicked him in the balls while the referee was not looking. So I believe Neville quit. Because he didn't like that performance, so he quit. And now they got Kalisto there. Kalisto beat Enzo on 205 Live as a champion. Now they got this match, and once again, more shenanigans. Enzo like shoved his thumb into Kalisto's eyes while he was trying to do the Salida del Sol and everything. And Kalisto, you know, of course, while he's blinded and stuff, that's when Enzo beat him and everything. And he's a champion again. So that kind of, like, people don't like it. It's like, I don't know, like, it sucks, but it makes people kind of want to watch 205 Live to see people kick Enzo's ass. But again, like, these guys should be more intermixed. I would care a lot more if they were intermixed, because you already got some cruiserweights on the show already. So just mix them up. I had no idea why they did that. And Another thing is, why do the people in the Cruiserweight Classic have their own show, but the girls that were in the Mae Young tournament, were they not given their own show? That would have been kind of cool, maybe an all-female show, hopefully better than 205 Live, but, you know, it is what it is. So, then we got Finn Balor versus AJ Styles. It was a dream match. It was epic. They both just gave it their all. It was just like, I don't know. It was awesome. I just couldn't stop watching because, like, I literally could not tell who would win. They were both awesome. It really could have been either one of them. And I was just like, it's just so cool because, I don't know, it blew my mind. They were so awesome. And they had, like, I don't know, they were, like, so evenly matched. There was no, like, you know, they were just putting out all the stuff. There was no one that made me think, like, oh, yeah, you know, AJ's going to win. Oh, Bader's going to win. No, it was, like, so crazy. And at the end, oh my God, at the end, a lot of people were saying, people that are more experts on the moves and stuff and all the behind-the-scenes stuff behind wrestling, they were saying that this is one of the few times that Finn Balor actually did the coup de grace perfectly because AJ Styles was one of the only guys that knows enough how to take that kind of bump. And yeah, I did notice, it was pretty intense. It was pretty, like, jumping in the air, and almost in the last possible second, just kabam on him, and that was pretty cool. So this is like one of like the big behind the scene moments because of course Finn Balor used to be in the Bullet Club as Prince Devitt, so he did the whole Too Sweet sign, and of course AJ Styles was also in the Bullet Club, did the Too Sweet sign, he did the whole Too Sweet sign together, and that's just like everyone just fucking marked out in the audience. It was like so super like awesome, like so behind the scenes, basically secretly rooting for a big stable that's not in the WWE, that's in you know, and Ring of Honor. And there were so many people in the audience wearing Bullet Club shirts. And it is like so funny because like the Young Bucks are getting in trouble because they're doing the Too Sweet. Of course, that's from the NWO and D-Generation X and all that, the Clique and all that. So WWE wants to stop them from doing that. And they made such a big deal with the Hogan scandal, not letting people in wearing Hogan shirts, but they let people in wearing Bullet Club shirts. So I don't know. But that was a cool moment. Then the next match was it was a random thing. I guess it was like a cool down match because that was super awesome. It was like a cool down match. Jason Jordan was fighting against Elias because Elias is playing his stupid. I don't even get the deal with him. I don't really care, but he's playing his guitar and Jason Jordan throws vegetables at him a couple of times throughout the night. So finally it became a match. They fought. Jason Jordan won. Okay, whoopie-doo, you know. So anyways, the big main event was, again, like I said, Kurt Angle wearing Shield gear, no less. Kurt Angle, Seth Rollins, and Ambrose wearing the Shield armor and everything, going up against The Miz, Cesaro, Sheamus, Kane, and Braun Strowman. And oh my God, this is the match I remember the most because it was just so, like, so much shit happened. It was weird though because, well, okay. So basically, the Shield guys grabbed chairs and were beating everyone down with chairs. I was thinking, okay, that's one way to stop Braun Strowman with chairs. So they're beating chairs with chairs. And yes, for the entire pay-per-view, this was like the only match that actually had tables, ladders, and chairs. And I was like, where are the tables matches or the chair matches, you know? So this is like the only event in the whole thing that had the tables, ladders, and chairs. I thought it was kind of weird. So of course, Braun Strowman would eventually, you know, get in there and attack everyone. He attacked all the people. He grabbed Kurt Angle and slammed him through the announcement table. And I guess that was like too much for him. So he had to be taken out. And what can we do? You know, it's Kurt Angle. He's not what he used to be. What can we do? So without Kurt Angle, now the remaining members of the Shield are seriously outnumbered. And it got actually kind of boring after a while because it was just them beating the living crap out of Rollins and Ambrose, and they're both too injured and too weak to do anything. They're just taking one finisher after another finisher or throwing against the chairs, the tables. They would try to fight back, get smacked back down again, you know. But the thing is that Kane accidentally slapped Strowman in the back with a steel chair, and throughout the night, they've been kind of uneasy towards each other. They were showing little segments of The Miz talking to them. They don't like each other too much. So, yeah. After a while, Kane just started attacking. He started attacking Strowman with chairs and everything, and they were like, what the fuck are you doing? You're on the same team. He started attacking Strowman with chairs on purpose this time. Then he actually grabbed him and fucking chokeslammed him through the announcement flooring. And I was like, holy shit! And then when Strowman was trying to kind of get out of there, there were all these like weird chairs like tied up on a rope or something. Kane grabbed the chair and just yanked the whole fucking setup to fall all over Strowman and everything. And then after all that, Strowman would later come back and just attack them. He would just like go crazy and start attacking Kane, The Miz, Cesaro, and Sheamus and everything. And they had this garbage truck because The Miz was all like, you know what we do with these guys? We throw them out like the trash, blah, 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 blah. So the garbage truck was supposed to be for Ambrose and Rollins, and they actually had them in there for a bit, but they still got out. They grabbed what's his face? They grabbed Strowman and shoved them in the garbage thing, the garbage truck, and they pulled the lever and had the garbage truck getting crushed and everything. And it was like the funniest thing was like the whole crowd was like, that's murder, that's just murder, that's just murder, something like that. And Cesaro, they actually zoomed in on him being all like, you know, whatever, like what the hell. So the truck, I believe the truck drove off, and that's the end of Strowman. That's the end of Strowman for the night. And then, of course, the Shield were still very, you know, badly beaten. They're very tired and stuff. They were still going to get attacked by, you know, The Miz and everything, and Kane and all that. But then, what's his face? Kurt Angle came back with his, you know, famous music playing in the background now, because they did come in with the Shield intro. So now he came in with his music. He got in there. He started attacking everyone and, you know, fighting against, he actually grabbed like Cesaro and slammed him through a table and you know, beat the crap out of Sheamus and everything. And they all attacked The Miz. And in the end, all three of them, Kurt Angle and Ambrose and Rollins, grabbed Miz for a Shield bomb and just pinned them, and that's it. They won, they survived. And of course the big picture was all of them, including Kurt Angle, in Shield gear, which is kind of cool. It looked weird, but it was kind of cool, all celebrating their victory, and that was like fucking awesome. But overall pay-per-view was a lot of fun. The only thing that got me was, you know, there was only one tables, ladders, and chairs match. So I don't know what you guys think about that. I remember one pay-per-view like 1 or 2 years ago, like literally every match had some kind of tables, ladders, and chairs, that when the main event came with the tables, ladders, and chairs, it actually felt a bit boring because we've seen this stuff throughout the whole night, that the main event only had them all combined, but we saw so many things throughout the night anyway. So this pay-per-view, I don't know what you guys think about it. I just think it's kind of weird that they didn't have any tables, ladders, and chairs throughout the entire thing until the main event. And it's kind of weird. And honestly, I think some of the matches, well, the thing is, like, I kind of understand, because Asuka's match should be, like, it's her big debut on WWE, so it should be like a normal match. And then, of course, AJ Styles versus Finn Balor was a dream match, so of course, you don't need to screw it down with extra gimmicks. And then, what else do we have here? Of course, I believe Mickie James versus Alexa Bliss for the title. That also should have been kind of normal without gimmicks and stuff. But I don't know, like, with Enzo and Kalisto, I don't really give a crap about them. That should have been a tables match, or a chair match, or a candlestick match. That should have been something. The 205 Live guys, Cedric, Alexander, all that stuff, like, I mean, personally, since I don't care that much, except for the finish, like, yeah, that could have been a tables match, or a chairs match, or something, you know. And, let me see. Maybe the Sasha Banks versus Alicia Fox could have also had something like tables or something. You know, something to kind of wear appetites. Like, it's the pre-show, oh my god, they threw Alicia Fox through a table. I can't wait for the real pay-per-view to start. You know, that kind of stuff. So, maybe those matches. Oh, and especially the one with Elias and Jason Jordan. Come on, don't through a table or something like that. That needed something. That was like a weird thing. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Some of those matches should have had some of the things. I agree that the classic matches should have been left alone. They don't need gimmicks. But like, it just feels weird that for the whole event, only one match had the tables, ladders, and chairs. So yeah. So anyways, in closing, I'm going to read out some thoughts here from some of my friends here that left some comments. Special shout out to you guys. Let me just find them real quick to end up this episode. We got, of course, we got Sweet Pete saying that pay-per-view was alright. Finn versus AJ stole the show, but the last match was fun despite being extremely messy, and despite Kurt being completely lost for the first half, and also despite Braun being literally murdered. And then we had Rob saying 2 sweets out of 5, which is of course a reference to that classic match with AJ and Finn Balor, or Balor. And finally we got Chuck Rodriguez back in the house, if you remember him. And he says that Strowman is Shredder. I had no idea. Super Braun. Styles versus Baylor was a classic. Represented the Bullet Club well. They did Kenny Omega and the Bucks proud. So that was pretty cool. And yes, in case you guys don't understand the reference, at the end of the Turtles movie, Secret of the Ooze, the old 80s movie, 90s movie, Shredder was also... No, actually it was the first one. At the end of the first one, Shredder was thrown in the back of the garbage truck, similar to Braun Strowman. And even though the garbage truck crushed everything, Shredder still survived, similar to Braun Strowman, because you know that Braun Strowman's coming back. And as for Kane versus Strowman, I believe maybe this is the end for Kane. He's getting up there in age as well. So maybe he's going to have one last feud against Strowman, and that will be his retirement match. But we'll see what happens. We got all this stuff to see. What's going to happen when Roman Reigns comes back. What's going to happen SmackDown versus Raw for the Survivor Series. What's going to happen whenever Bray Wyatt comes back. Are they going to please leave that gimmick alone? When is Paige coming back? Paige is apparently in the WWE gym training and stuff. So when is she coming back? We don't know. But, you know, what can I say? Stay tuned for more episodes as I review more WWE pay-per-views to keep you just, you know, updated on all the pay-per-views and all that good stuff and what's happening in the wild and crazy, unpredictable world of WWE. It's Mark Rodriguez, and we'll see you in the ring.